It's your boy Black Sun. Once again, you are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time. Ye that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say to the Church of Philadelphia. Esoterically and Kabbalistically, the Church of Philadelphia is the third eye. Because all of the churches of Asia written in the book of Revelations represent a particular energy center or a particular chakra. So Philadelphia, coincidentally, happens to be the third eye chakra. So this message is to the Church of Philadelphia. And since we're in Philadelphia, there is a connection between the Church of Philadelphia and the city of Philadelphia. And since, Benjamin Banneker was a master of Kabbalah, he knew that connection between the third eye or the Church of Philadelphia and this city. But that's not what this message is here today for. I'm not going to give you a history of the city of Shaka Maxum, but I will briefly talk about this flat earth phenomenon that's going on. And for those who need clarity, because I know there might be a lot of people coming from a heliocentric perspective, and there are some people who might be flat earthers who aren't even 100% sure of whether or not the earth is flat or whether it's round or whatever the case may be. So, to help one get more clarity about the earth itself, one has to go to the earth itself. We can read books. We can listen to things on YouTube. You can even listen to me all day. But if you really want to know the answers to your questions, why not ask the earth? Since the topic is about the earth, and we all call her Mother Earth, whether you believe it's a globe or a flat earth or a flat plane. See? So, I am not a flat earther, but I am here to tell you that we do live on a flat plane. I don't need any type of ER after what I am, like the earth. You know what I mean? They used to label me a truther back in the day, because I was a truther before even YouTube existed. People would come to Horizon Books and seek for the truth. So I was labeled a truther. But I'm not a truther, and I don't need any type of ER after me. I'm not, just because I see this as a flat plane, I don't need no title, flat earther. The flat earth community has become a religion, just like anything that you give to the public will eventually become a religion. Because we are coming out of that dogmatic age of Pisces, and people are still attached to that Piscean dogma, and they need it for them to understand what's going on. But anyway, the stone of the day, or the stone that you see in the hands of the Buddha, is Tortella fossil agate. Now, Tortella fossil agate is a stone that for years people have used to tap into the Akashic records, or what Ashrar Kwesi used to call the genetic memory bank. People used the Tortella gate to tap into past life energies, or to have past life experiences. The Tortella agate, or fossil agate, has little snail fossils in it. Most fossil stones are good to tap into the memory of the planet. Since we forgot, the stones didn't. See? And the ancient silicone tree theory is very fascinating to me and to anyone who's into the gemstones. I believe that the silicone tree theory would be very interesting to you and will also make you see stones in a different way. See? Now, I'm not going to get long-winded. I'm trying to keep this short. In the next segment, I will go in because this is a very profound topic. But to keep it simple, go to the stones, man. Stop asking people questions. Go to the earth. Go find yourself a piece of water. Go to the lake. Go to a pond. Go to a woodish area. Go somewhere to Falmouth Park, somewhere where you see squirrels or whatever. Go to a piece of nature. Get yourself out of the concrete jungle for a second. And take your shoes off. Put your feet on the earth, man. When the last time you put your foot on the earth? You know what I mean? The last time probably was when you went to the beach. Nah, take your feet, take your shoes off, and put them in the earth. Deal with the earth for a while. Start asking Amatu, or whatever you want to call this planet. Because while they arguing about the shape of the planet, these cats don't even know the name of the planet. You got Neptune, you got Pluto, Mars, Jupiter, Venus. All these other planets got Greek names, but when it comes to the Earth, they call it Earth, and Earth is an element, not a name of a planet. But this is a plane. Planet. So this plane is not what people perceive it to be, and many masters have come to explain this, including Shakyamuni. Buddha come to explain that this place here is not what you perceive it to be. See? This realm, or this third density, is a place for you to learn how to ascend back to where you came from. Zion, Shambhala. You know, you hear a lot of Rastas screaming Zion, 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 Zion. Most people probably make that connection to Zion through maybe Ethiopia, or, you know, the star constellation Sirius, which I used to be deep on back in the day. But, you know, I've come to find that Zion, and there's many different levels to it, or many different degrees. But Zion is Shambhala. If you knew what life was worth, you would look for yours on earth. Now you see the light. So grab yourself a Turritella fossil, or some type of fossil, or amber, something like that, and ask, is the earth flat or round? Start asking the earth about the earth. You know, the middleman can confuse you. Have faith within what you know and what you hear from the earth, because you can ask the trees questions. You can ask the trees about the ancient silicone trees. But we have entered into this age of information, and people are more technical and into electronics. So they go to Google and they go to the internet for sources or for resources of information. See? But our ancestors and the ancient shaman and indigenous ones went to the earth itself for answers. We went to the ancestors. We went and Googled telepathically into the ether to find the answers to our questions. So I'm not here to preach to you a earth a globe theory or a flat earth theory. I'll give you my perception, and I perceive this, and I know this to be a flat plane because I asked the earth itself. I could give you many references to many different scholars. So I don't think that the earth is flat or believe that the earth is round, because most of these people are still believing. I play with people and I ask them, what do you believe? The earth is flat or round? And they say, I believe this. Well, you're still believing. And when you believe in things that you don't understand or understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. We are in a simulation. The Matrix been trying to tell us this. See? Now it's time for us to collectively awaken. And that collective awakening is the return of Christ, or the return of the Buddha, or the return of all of those deities that people are waiting to return. People are still waiting for extraterrestrials to return. Once people start to become aware of the paradigm that they live in, they start to have questions. And when people become awakened of the fallacies that have been told to us, it crushes the Babylon system. People are now asking more questions than ever. So even the so-called flat earth theory has done one good thing. It has made people question and step outside of the box, whether you believe it's round or flat. And that's a good thing. People are now questioning this realm of existence like a true Gnostic, because the Gnostics were the ones who were trying to inform people that this place is not where or what you think it is. And these Gnostics were assassinated and murdered. Even their own European Gnostics were murdered. So it was a reason why they killed all of the Gnostics off, or they at least tried to, was to create and establish the Roman Catholic Church and establish all this other religious fuckery going on, and everyone was in cahoots, the Jews, the Muslims, whatever. But they all came together with the help of the Vatican to deceive the world. See? So if you just want to have more insight about your past life, past existence, or past energy, get yourself a Torah stone, a gate, or a gate. I called it a gate because when I first got into gemstones, I used to say a gate because I didn't know the proper pronunciation of it. So sometimes I still say a gate because I'm me. I could do that. But anyway, get yourself some type of fossil stone. I like the Torah agate because it also helps you gain insight or information about the environment you're in. So you can take the Torah stone and you can go places and just feel like you time traveling and see like, wow, you can see Philadelphia in the 1930s, and you go back and see it in the 1800s. It's a very wonderful stone for my time travelers. But I'm not going to get into the whole Philadelphia experiment here. But I can say, ask the earth about the earth. Maybe even smoke some earth. Get you some way to get connected to the earth and ask questions. See, you are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, and stop having faith in common mortals and have more faith in self. People will confuse you. Know for yourself. See, you already know.